Hey everyone, have I here Bruno video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be building out the 8-year anniversary LR Dokkan Festival exclusive Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, or what I'm calling them, the LR Spirit Bomb Z. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right in. And what's more fun than to speculate and to build out a upcoming hype unit like the anniversary unit? And what we're going to be looking at is really 3 different areas: the category, leader skill, and passive skill. We're going to be logical about the category and leader skill, but we're just going to go kind of wild because we really don't know what the passive is going to be. Have no idea, and every time I build a passive skill, I'm generally pretty wrong about it, but categories, leader skill, I'm pretty close. And then I did already assume and predicted the type advantage for this unit. I did a whole entire video for both the LR Spirit Bomb Z and LR GT4 or Spirit Bomb GT, whatever you want to call the other corresponding Dokkan Festival exclusive LR unit. And it's either going to be int or strength, but I went with strength on this one, STR, for this unit here, and hopefully I'm right. We'll see what happens. Now let's dive into the category of this unit, and I'm looking at these categories here because these categories correspond to these 2 units, and it makes a lot of sense because the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that unit transforms into the Spirit Bomb Goku, so it makes perfect sense for this particular unit because I think that's what's generally going to happen in either the active skill or whatever the special skill set that's going to be. And then of course the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta here from the Majin Buu saga is exactly what we're seeing here. So these are the categories, and of course including joint forces, being that this is a joint forces unit, again, makes a lot of sense. Now there are categories that mimic each other, right? They're the same on both units, so for sure those are going to be the categories on the LR, but there are some that we're going to have to remove. So these are the ones that I assume that aren't going to be a part of the categories, and that's going to be Goku's family and Vegeta's family. For some reason, they don't like to add the Goku's family, Vegeta's family when it's a joint forces. I wish they did. It would open up a lot more ability for different types of support units and things of that nature. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and remove Goku's and Vegeta's family. We're removing Turtle Skull because, of course, that's generally just for Goku. We're removing Warriors Raised on Earth because Vegeta's not raised on Earth. Worthy Rivals and Gifted Warriors, that's generally a Vegeta category, so we're going to take that off, and we're going to, in a sense, keep everything else. Now, a couple question marks that could or could not be as a category for this LR here is Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 2, being that, you know, one is the other, but I don't think they're going to be removing either one because I think Power Beyond Super Saiyan is going to be a category on this this LR here, and I think they will leave Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 together. Now Kamehameha is a big question mark as well because we actually don't know if one of the super attacks is a Kamehameha. I assume it will be, and as long as there's going to be a super attack there, I would think that Kamehameha will be on the category. Now because we've seen joint forces with Goku and Vegeta on there, and Kamehameha is still a part of it, so I think they will add that on there. Kamehameha is such a strong category. It's pretty amazing. Now some other ones here, for example, like All Out Struggle on Vegeta, I think they'll keep that on there. I think both of them had All Out Struggle against Kid Buu. And then you have situations like Final Trump Card. I think Final Trump Card is going to be a major factor when it comes to a category here. We'll talk about that in the leader skills in just a moment here. So I think Final Trump Card is definitely going to be on there. And then the rest of it, like for example, like Bond of Friendship, I even think, hey, you know what, Vegeta and Goku at this point in time has created a bond of friendship here. So I think that's going to stay as well, along with Accelerated Battle. So that's going to be my assumption here. So when you combine everything together, it's going to look something like this. And it's going to be Majin Buu Saga, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 2, Pure Saiyans, of course, Kamehameha, Final Trump Card, Connected Hope, Mastered Evolution. Yeah, it's on both of them, right? Mastered Evolution is on both of them. Yeah, Mastered Evolution, yes. So Mastered Evolution, Resurrected Warriors, that's really designed for Vegeta, but I think that'll be on there as well. Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, they're both on that one as well. All Out Struggle, Connected Hope, I think that's important as well, and then Joint Forces. Now, we'll see if they add a new category. Most likely they will. Those be like, I don't know, I think we're over 90 or at least close to 90, somewhere around there, 80 plus 90 categories in Dokkan here. And if they do add one, maybe it's something to do with Spirit Bomb or like something to do with, you know, the world coming together, like world power, something of that nature. I don't know, you know, super allies or something like that. But hopefully it's going to be good. And if they don't, this is kind of leading into my leader skill. If they don't actually add a new category, I hope they add these leader skills here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the leader skills that I'm looking at. One is Final Trump Card. I don't know if you guys know this, but Final Trump Card is an amazing category. However, it doesn't have a 170% lead. I don't know if you guys even know that. It's like one of the top tier categories that still has not gotten a 170% leader skill, because when these were introduced at the 5-year anniversary, it's only been 150%. So they've been holding out, I guess. And I would say this year, in this anniversary, Final Trump Card will be one of the main leader skills, at least the 170% portion of things. So how I designed the leader skills here, it's going to be a double. So double category 170 and then a double category at the 30% for the 200% there. So the first one I'm thinking is Final Trump Card Connected Hope. If they don't create a new category, and then have Join Forces and Power Beyond Super Saiyan as the 30%. I think that's a really nice mix of a 200% category with Final Trump Card and Connected Hope. So I think that's very strong of an option there. And the other option, of course, if they added a new category, it'll be a new category with Final Trump Card. I really think that they're going to do a 170% Final Trump Card, period. They have to. It's been 3 years since the introduction of that category, and still no 170%, plus an additional 30% for Connected Hope and Majin Buu Saga. That's easy enough. Majin Buu Saga is a large category, so it makes sense for Majin Buu Saga to be a part of the leader skill. And then finally, another one would be if they didn't, for some apparent reason, put Final Trump Card as 170, it could be like the new category with the Majin Buu Saga, and then Final Trump Card and Connected Hope as a 30% there. And again, that's going to be a nice grouping of options for a 200% boost. So that's my best guess for the leader skill. I think that's, for me, like 99%, we're going to get Final Trump Card 170%. So I think the first two is more likely. I don't think the other one is going to be Majin Buu Saga 170%. We have way too many of those, but we can easily see Majin Buu Saga as a 30% boost on this leader skill here. So double is what I'm thinking that the leader skill will be designed as. So now let's go ahead and move on to the crazy passive. Now again, passives, I've done so many of these and very rarely I'm close or even correct. So I've built out this unit to be at least somewhat interesting, because we do have this new dynamic that it might show up in this LR here, and that's going to be the standby skill or finishing effect, whatever they're going to call it. So I'm going to design this unit as a unit that you have to figure out where you want to put them in the rotation. First attacker, second attacker, third attacker. But generally speaking, how they build these types of units when they do the positioning attack here, it's not inducive to where it's supposed to be. So I hopefully, if they do something like this, it would make a lot of sense if they created it like this way. So I would assume that it's going to be attack and defense 88% to 188% somewhere, right? It's that 88 is going to be somewhere within the passive skill. They always generally do that. Last year they did 77, so I can see them doing 88, 80%, 188%. So in this speculation, I'm going to do attack and defense straight up 188%. So right then and there, just the baseline here is going to be stronger than the transformed 7-year anniversary units, right? Because when you transform this 7-year anniversary units, they go to 177. Now, of course, they did stack a little bit and stuff like that before the transformation. And I would say the remaining portion of this passive skill, which should take care of that. So if you're in the first position, you're going to reduce damage by 8% per key sphere obtained. And there's going to be kind of a theme of getting a lot of key spheres for this unit here, but not for a nuking purpose. kind of for the second position, but in the first position here, you have that up to 88% damage mitigation. If you can get 11 key spheres, you're going to be at 88%, right? Of course, 88's not going to be very likely, and I guess I should have created this as some sort of key sphere change, like to change key spheres, but I think you need to bring a unit, maybe the banner unit that's a part of this that should be on the same team, does that ability to maybe like a double orb change or something like that. Now, if I didn't put that mechanic in here, this would be way over the top, because I think in of itself, I think it's really strong doing it this way. So the second position, you get attack and defense 8% per key sphere obtained up to 88 again. But you also get the opportunity to additional attack with a high chance of becoming a super attack in the second attack of the turn. So this here is going to help out on the active skill. So if you don't think that you need a lot of defensive mechanic, you put them in the second. And I would assume, I didn't build the super attacks out, but the super attacks would have a defensive boost on here. So you're going to have your defensive increase from the defense 188 to then how many key spheres you get. So for example, you pick up like 5 key spheres or 6 key spheres, you're going to at least boost it up by like 40%, which is still strong enough even after you're at 188. And then the additional attack should boost up your defense even some more, and then the additional super attack will definitely help that out if you can get that off. I guess I could have just said additional super attack in the second position. That'd make it really, really strong there. So I could have did that as well, but I did say additional attack with a high chance of becoming a super attack there. So in the second position. And then the third position, we're going to make this a support unit. So if you actually have this unit in the third position for some apparent reason, it's all allies key +2 and defensive 88%, including itself as a third attacker to the turn. Now, kind of looking at the defensive mechanic on here, as long as you have a strong, like massively increase, or like just raises defense, or greatly raises defense, or even massively raises defense, in the SA, you should be fine defensively, because 188 plus all this stuff that's on here should be really strong to deal on the second and third position. So that's what I'm guessing. I'm just kind of thinking to myself here, is it strong enough? I think so. So the active skill here is going to be very interesting, because the more attacks you do, the quicker that you're able to actually create this amazing additional skill set that's going to help you out tremendously on figuring out where you want to post your unit as. So the active skill here can be activated after 8 attacks on the enemy. So after 8 attacks, again, if you're in the second position, you'll get 2 attacks. So you're generally like running about the 2, 4, 6, 8. So like the 4th turn. So actually that could be a long time. If you get 3 attacks off, it'll be a lot sooner. So, but if you're able to get this active attack off, and we call it Purunga's Last Wish, you're going to heal 88%, and then you foresee enemy super attacks from then on out. I think that's really strong if you can get that active skill off. So put some additionals on this individual and get this guy rocking and rolling. Now let's talk about the standby skill, which we have no clue what this is. So I'm just taking a total guess here. We're going to call it the standby skill. 88 key spheres obtained during the fight. It could be from anybody in the fight, not this unit in of itself. So anybody on the team, 88 key spheres obtained, and then you activate the finishing effect. So I guess I should have said 88 key spheres obtained from the team and activate finishing effect. And then the finishing effect would just say attack 88%, ultimate damage, and critical hit. That would be the Spirit Bomb, right? So makes a lot of sense. That's kind of a typo there. It looks like it's minus 88%. So it's not minus 88%. It is. Let's scroll down here and edit literally as we talk here. Spirit Bomb, semicolon. There we go. Attack 88%. And causes ultimate damage to enemy and critical hit. So I think this would be a very interesting unit. I think there's enough defense on the second and third position. First position, you're going to be just fine, right? With 40, maybe additional 40% damage reduction if you pick up 5 or more Q spheres, right? So, and I think this is fine. So let me know in the comment section below how you feel about my build here. You're talking about the categories right here. We're talking about the leader skills, and then we're talking about the passive skill. I didn't go like crazy overboard. but I think this is more realistic if they were to do something like this. So anyway, again, love to hear you guys' thoughts here. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.